Let me take you quickly through the names of those who have filed to contest as flag bearers and independent presidential candidates. We'll start with Nana Ajumako-Enyan-Essiam. He started first. He's the NPP's candidate. John Dramani Mahama, the NDC's flag bearer, also who has been president before. Christian Kwabena Andrews Sofo Trabosum has also filed his flag bearer for the Ghana Union Movement GUM. And their slogan is JMI. We have Bridget Jogbenuku of the PPP. She has also filed her nomination. Ekiadonko of the Ghana Freedom Party. She has also filed. Nana Kuredwajma Rawlins. She's flag bearer of the NDP. She's filed. Hassan Ayariga, flag bearer for All People's Congress, the APC. He's also filed. The CPP's Ivor Kwabena Greenstreet has also filed his nomination. Henry Latte, flag bearer of Great Consolidated Popular Party, GCPP, who took over from his father, by the way, has also filed his nomination. And then when it comes to the independent candidates, we have Alfred Kwame Walker, who is an independent candidate. He is being, his running mate, by the way, is Joy, who has, over the years, has been the flag bearer for that independent slot, if I should put it that way. Let's look at Kofi Kranting. Kofi Kranting is also an independent candidate. He's also put in his nomination. And Marek Kofi Gan, well, I just mentioned him. I didn't know he had already done that. He has also filed his nomination. Let's talk about the battleground now. The NPP's Dr. Rashid Etuaful will on December 7 be seeking to recapture the Ajumako-Enyan-Essiam seat. The party has failed to win that seat since 2008. He's arguing that the NDC MP Dr. Etuaful has failed to ensure development in the area. Dr. Forson, however, disagrees, insisting he will be retained.
That in-house bureaucracy, that in-house problem that we have, that has caused us our seats, it seems to have been patched, it seems to have been solved. We can only lose the seat when we are fighting. This we can assure you that there's nothing like that.
Dr. Rashid Etuaful, a man in his early 30s, is confident he's the appointed man to unseat Dr. Etuaful, incumbent MP for the Ajumako-Enyan-Essiam constituency and former Deputy Finance Minister.
I have asked this question wherever I go. I cannot talk about 2008 to 2012 to 2016. I can say from 2016 to 2020, this 4 years. Put this question to him. What has he done directly in the constituency? But I can put an authority that everything he's done is ordinary.
But are these mere words or they are words backed by deeds on the ground?
Let no one brag to you. Let no one create impression outside the constituency that is heavily contested. I do not see that. And I can assure you, by the end of December 7th, 2020, Etuaful and the NDC will hold the Ajumako-Enyan-Essiam. It is certainly the case.
Here comes Dr. Etuaful. Etuaful says, in terms of weight, Dr. Rashid Etuaful, his contender, is the lightest of all the persons from the NPP that have contested him in that constituency.
Among the candidates that I've contested with, in the last 3 elections, I've more or less contested 3 people. Yes, one died, so about 4 people that have come out to contest me. But among all of them, he is the lightest of all the weight I've contested with. The lightest of all the weight. And you'll see his smoothness level pretty soon. The bragging must stop.
The stage is now set and the battleground is almost heating up for these 2 gentlemen in the constituency each is claiming superiority. In 1992, Joseph Kwekwenos from the NDC held the seat but was beaten in 1996 by the late Isaac Edumaze of the NPP. Isaac Edumaze held the seat firmly until 2008 when the incumbent MP Etuaful took over and has held the seat till date. He now knocks the doors of the constituency to be let in again for the 4th time. Will the doors be closed to him or would they let him in?
In terms of performance, nobody in this constituency will tell you that Honorable Etuaful hasn't performed. It's quite unfortunate that during every 4 years, elections are to be held. Other than that, many of those here would have told you that Honorable Etuaful should go unopposed. Because one, until Honorable Etuaful took over, there was no single community in the district with a tarred road. I don't mean trunk road in the district. I mean city, town roads. We can talk of Ajumako, the town roads in Boom area is tarred, but Honorable Etuaful. That of Densa is tarred. That of Essiam is tarred. Some part of Abasa is tarred. Completely, every part of the Sianse, all the major communities in this district have been tarred by Honorable Etuaful.
NDC's communications officer for the constituency, Gelhard, just returned from a keep fit exercise he organized as part of the campaign to get KCL Etuaful a fourth term in Ghana's parliament. On the streets of Ajumako, I also meet the constituency youth organizer for the MPP, Ajumako.
I tell you, it has never happened in the history of our politics that a candidate who is not a member of parliament, but he's been able to make massive inroads into the lives of the people. I am sure that when he came to town, you would have seen some taxis branded. He has his photos on them. He's a young man, some 32 years. But before he wants to assume to that seat of an MP, over 80 cars, work and pay. He has given over 700,000 as soft loans to our women. The records are there. You can take from Abasa, go to Ahao, go to Inesu, go to Esikado. It is evident. And I challenge anybody. I challenge the NDC. I challenge even the Honorable MP that in 2007, when he was endorsed as a parliamentary candidate, these things that my parliamentary candidate has done, it never happened.
But Gelhard is confident Dr. Rashid Etuaful would be beaten to Paul.
It is very difficult to beat Honorable Etuaful on a one-on-one election because the guy cares. The people love him. And that they have brought about 3 candidates, all beaten. The first candidate who was beaten by Honorable Etuaful was Atabedi. He came 2008, he's gone. That will bring disunity in your camp. We don't care. Another person came, Etuaful beat him. Another person also came. In fact, the current DC came and he was beaten. Not because Honorable Etuaful is handsome or anything, but the guy cares. He's humble. He's so hardworking to the extent that if you are to interview anybody in this constituency who is a neutral personality and does not belong to any political party in the district, the person will tell you that for Etuaful, no way.
Quentry Ajiman has said everything has been put in place to end the winning streak of the incumbent, KCL Etuaful.
What the NDC have thrived on, or what they have profited over the period, has been our disunity. It's for a fact that from 2008 to 2012 and 2016, the MPP went into elections divided, front divided. Parliamentary candidates who lost during the primaries failed to come. You had most of them putting skirt and blouse. I can tell you on authority that our front is united. That juxtaposing same with 2012, 2016, and 2008.
So it's a sunny Monday afternoon, and this is the Ajumako market. And Ajumako happens to be the capital of the Ajumako-Enyan-Essiam constituency. Today on Battleground, we find ourselves in the market. We've heard from the 2 candidates who are vying for the honors, who are on the battleground, as we say. This seat is not a safe zone for any of the political parties. We are here in the market to interact with market men and some traders of their perspective, how they see the elections that would come off on the December 7th.
In 2009, basically in the
From 2009 up to date, a lot has been done by our MP, KCL Etuaful. When he came in 2009, the district was underdeveloped, but now we are better off. Etuaful would win massively. We are hoping he would take the seat again. All the youth are supporting him.
Massively, Rashid Minjin do Basana baby.
7 December, but I have Dr. Rashid.
I want us to vote for Dr. Rashid. This is because even now that he's not in power, he's doing a lot for us, providing employment for the teeny youth who were a burden on their parents.
One cast, one by them, one man for 50. What can pay car?
He's even bought cars for the youth on work and pay basis and not giving them any pressure. If such a person is voted for, he will help move the constituency forward. Casey Latofosin, our MP, has not done really much for us since 2016.
Oh, honorable, they say I'm
if Casey Latofosin does not voluntarily resign, I doubt anybody could unseat him. He's done a lot and he's still doing a lot for the district. Such a person ought not to be pushed out. There is no need to change him.
Dr. Rashid
Dr. Rashid is someone who feels for the ordinary people. We have not seen his kind before in this district. I have 3 of my children that have been put into various apprenticeships by Dr. Rashid. He's paid for their apprenticeship fees. We need him to win to continue the good works. Already, the two parties are measuring their strength by the crowd they poll during their Keep Fit campaigns they organize periodically. All eyes would be on this constituency as the battleground inches towards readiness. Rashid Etuaful, Ajumako-Enyan-Essiam constituency for JoyNews.
All right, so that's a report beautifully put together by my colleague Rashid Etuaful. It is time now for your comment on some of the this week's political issues. We begin with chiefs in politics. Now, here are some of the comments that we've received. This one says, it's from Nanakwesi Anapansu. Says, as long as it doesn't cost them their stools/skins, they'll trade their respect or whatever there is for monetary and other partisan benefit. Most of them were active NDC NPP members/sympathizers before ascending the throne. Edu Amwating Setre writes, the participation of chiefs, and he puts the participation in quote, of chiefs in politics is a worrisome situation. But sir, does the participation mean openly declaring support for a party or contesting for a position on a political party's ticket? The Article 270, Clause 1 of the Constitution is clear on a chief that seeks to contest an election but qualifies their participation with active party politics. I think that ambiguity has emboldened some chiefs to make reckless comments we hear nowadays. John Hobson writes, we should just allow them, nothing criminal about it, even without being open about it. We know their preferences. Well, let's now see what you have been saying on the filing of nominations, which ends today. So I start with Joe Tifudzo, right? Okay, I hope I got your name right. He writes, great leader, good luck and all the best, Your Excellency, Mr. President, Dr. John Dramani Mahama. May the angels of God mount up your road to victory, more grace, jobs and prosperity. Much love, Honorable. God bless our homeland, Ghana. That's Joe, seems to be endorsing the NDC flag bearer. Dramani Isifu right. President Akufo-Addo will win this election without a doubt. He has transformed Ghana. He deserves 4 more to do more for Ghanaians. We will reject Mahama. Well, this is where I take leave of you, but remember, I am back at 3 p.m. with the Pulse, and we'll be in the various regions from our correspondents, talking to them, especially about the security situation. And as you heard the members of parliament say, it is a growing sense of insecurity. Is that what it is for you? Let's talk at 3 p.m. on The Pulse. My name is Gifty Ando Apia. There is more news at myjoyonline.com. Many thanks for your time.